Jaguar Wirgth unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyoncé in that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyoncé.
But money is the root of all evil, as you know. The love of money is the root of all evil.
This isn't me exposing y'all. This is me exposing me. Now, if you get burned in the process, that's perfectly fine. Talib Kweli, you got some questions to answer too. Common, you got some questions to answer too. Jill Scott, you got some questions to answer too. All of this supposed to be Philly love? All this supposed to be Philly love? I don't see nobody posting for Malik. I will drag you all down if I need to, but nobody shines until Malik shines. Things I've seen y'all do on tour buses to women, wonder why I hurried off and got to my own thing, because I got sick and tired of sleeping on tour buses with ass niggas doing all kinds of nasty things that I don't need to see.
Jaguar, she's pretty amazing.
Yeah, her voice is incredible, right? She's going through so many different songs with me. Like that's not the same person. You know what I'm saying? All those songs are different people at different times, and she's keeping up with all the different voices and sounding beautiful on each one. So, doing a great job.
Jack, what was the last conversation that you and JC had? How did that go?
He told me he was going to end my career and make sure no one in the world ever knew I existed, and I told him it was a pretty big world, and we'll see, Sean.
Started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died.
You feel vindicated by the events of the last few weeks?
No, not at all. Because he's just the beginning. Until him and his cohorts are all held to account publicly and legally, the victims, they're not safe. You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on. You live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you. Everyone knows. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddy.
We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants. We control everything.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean.
You want to know what makes Diddy being publicly shamed like this so left? Sean Carter is worse.
The Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter. to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
The Jay-Z victims are gonna be worse. They're worse because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does.
He will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. If you gotta do the kind of things that he's done to get where he's gotten, fuck it, I don't want it.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane.
Him to repudiate what Mrs. Wright has said, I thought was completely out of line. He can say he doesn't agree, which is fine. But for him to be someone who constantly uses the Black community and uses them as a means for his platform, I thought that was very inconsiderate and unprofessional.
He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love.
Ele chegou a dizer, falando assim, por que eles não processam essa mulher, se ela é tão maluca? Ela não tem um processo, continua Vivinha da Silva dando a cara pra tudo quanto é programa.
Não tem um processo movido contra a Jaguar Wirgth. Interessante.
Would you like to be buried in something like this?
No, I don't ever want to be buried.
Really?
No.
Well, what would you like to happen to you?
I would like to live forever.
This is exactly why we call Michael Jackson the king of pop. If it wasn't for Michael Jackson, he would never have ever performed. He's made such an impact on my life and every performer's life. Michael Jackson, I love you. We all love you. I want you to give it up for the king of pop.
I love you. I love all the fans from the bottom of my heart.